Hey Taurus, this is going to be your Will We Be Together reading for March. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Taurus. If it does resonate with you, wonderful, but if it does not, please feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign, and I'll leave a timestamp in the comment section below for when the reading actually begins. I've already shuffled the decks for both partners involved. I just haven't cut them yet, just to try to cut down on the time, so let's jump into it. Clear and concise message for my Tauruses. What's going on with this person? Will they be together? Clear and concise message this person. What's going on with them, please? Clear and concise message. Will they be together? Near future for these two. Will they be together? What's happening in the near future for these two, please? All right, Taurus, let's jump into it. I'll be referring to this side as person A and this side as person B. Remember, energy is interchangeable, so just choose whichever side resonates with you if this is your reading. So let's jump into this. I'm going to start. I'll mention that almost every sign is here. And we have predominantly, of course, Libra and Gemini are very, very strong, as well as Sagittarius. But we've got swords, we've got earth, and we've got water here. So let's jump into this. I'm going to start with person A. Right now, person A is the Seven of Wands. I feel like right now, person A is in a kind of a self-protective mode. They really feel the need to really protect themselves from something, almost as if they opened up. It feels like they definitely opened up in the past and shared a lot. We've got the Page of Swords as kind of what they provided to the relationship. And I feel like there's an openness that comes with pages, and especially the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a very open communicator. I feel like person A really communicated what they wanted, how they felt, what their thoughts were about this connection to person B. And right now, this person feels like something's happened that shifted for this person, and it's forced them into this energy where they feel like they either have to protect, I really feel strongly it's protect themselves from something in this connection, or from the other person, or that they feel like they could also be potentially feeling like they're fighting for this connection. Because what they're hoping for in the future is the lovers. I mean, they clearly want this kind of divine union to come together, right? This is the person that they want. Person A knows that person B is kind of the person that they want to be with. And I also feel like for some, person A really is hoping that someone makes a decision. I really feel like they're hoping that person B makes the decision, right? Makes the right decision to kind of move forward in this connection. So let's talk about person B, kind of where they're at. And I feel like their energy is the Ten of Wands right now. So I feel like either this relationship is putting a lot of pressure on them, or they feel like almost as if they don't know which way to go with this Ten of Wands energy, because they have so much on their plate already, potentially with just life, or they don't know what I really feel like this person could potentially have a lot of responsibilities outside of this connection, but it affects the relationship. It affects the relationship very, very strongly. I feel like for this person, it's like, I can't take on one more thing. Almost as if this person doesn't know if they can make the decision that's necessary. If they have the time, the energy to do this. In the past, what they brought to the connection was the Judgment. I feel like there was something that I feel like there was a really heavy decision here. There was a major decision that was made that completely shifted this connection, like completely shifted it. An example could be like if someone decided to stay with the person that they were currently with and not leave a connection, or they decided to go back to someone, especially I'm feeling this energy of this person B. With the Judgment card, I feel like a decision was made to resurrect a past connection. And I don't feel like it's with this person. I feel like they made a decision almost as if this person was either going to stay in the relationship they were with, or go back to an ex, or just try to make... I really feel this energy with this Ten of Wands and this Judgment. This person's going to try to make something work. There's no joy in it, clearly, but almost as if this person is going to try to make something work. But what's so interesting is that it does tie into this connection. But now that's just for some of you. For others of you, person B here is... because what they want, what they're hoping for is the Temperance card. This person also could just have a lot of responsibility, say they have children, things like that, where they have just other things. They could be, a job that commands a lot of their time, or they're working multiple jobs. And in the past, they could have said, hey, I just don't have time to pursue this in the way that you want to right now. I don't have the resources to give you exactly what you want, because the Judgment is about like a final decision, especially if there was an ultimatum put on the table here. I feel like though in what this person is hoping for is the Temperance card, right? There's harmony. I feel like they want this, whatever it is, I feel like they want, because the Temperance card energy is about harmony, almost as if they want person A to be patient. It's interesting because it really feels like person B is hoping that person A will just be patient with them until they get through a situation. Because the Temperance energy also talks about finding that perfect balance, right? Combining things, finding the perfect balance of time and love and energy to where everything is harmonious. And I really feel like, especially both having major arcana and what they're hoping for, I really feel a strong energy that this person is going through a lot, but they're just kind of hoping that person A will be patient with them. So let's talk about how these two perceive each other. Person A perceives person B as the Page of Pentacles. I feel like person A feels like what person B is willing to give is not enough with the Page of Pentacles. Don't get me wrong. The Page brings gifts, right? So, and they bring tangible things. They present tangible things that are fresh and new. And so I feel like potentially person A feels like either what person B is willing to offer isn't quite enough at this time, or they see I do feel for some of you that person A feels like the effort that person B is making, even though it's small, they see they're trying with the Page of Pentacles energy. They see that they're trying. Now, for person B here, the way they perceive person A is the Seven of Pentacles. They perceive them as someone who they've invested some kind of time and energy into, and they're hoping that things are going to work out. They're really hoping that they're going to be able to make this work. They could also view person A as someone who is waiting for them or is willing to wait for them, but they expect something, right? They expect a harvest. You expect a harvest with the Seven of Pentacles. You're going to plant all this. You expect to receive something in return. And I feel like person B could be perceiving person A as someone who could be waiting, and they're trying to give them time, but they expect something in return. Now, let's talk about how these two perceived each other in the past. For person A, they perceive person B as the Four of Wands. Person A could have perceived person B as someone who they felt like is someone that they could marry, they could have stability with, that they enjoyed their time with, that when they were together, it always felt like this person valued their time together and it felt like a celebration. Person B also could be married, so that, you know, for some of you, not all, but for some of you, that's this other person may be married, separated, something like that, or in a connection already. But for a lot of you, it's just that person A felt like this was, I mean, look at this, the Lovers and the Four of Wands, they felt like this was the person that they could be in a committed relationship with, spend the rest of their life with. I mean, this is kind of divine partnership, these two together. Now, person B perceived person A in the past as the Knight of Swords. I feel like person B really felt like person A gets a little bit tired of either their situation, their behavior. They just get sick of their mess. Like, they really do. Like, I feel like person B feels like person A can fly off the handle a little bit when they get frustrated with the way this situation is or what they're having to endure with this situation, because I feel like it's just not moving in the direction that both people want, because both people want some harmony here. When it comes to the doubts and fears for these two, I feel like this is where it gets heavier, because for person A, it's the Justice card. I feel like person A feels like, I put in all this. This is the person, I love them, I want to be with them. They know exactly how I feel, but I don't know if I'm going to get what I deserve out of this connection. Because Justice talks about getting what you deserve, getting what's fair. And I feel like person A worries that they're not going to get what they deserve and what's fair from this connection. This also could be talking about marriage, that they feel like they may not be able to get married. If this person happens to be married or separated, that a divorce isn't going to come through. That could be another doubt for some of you, not all, but for a portion. That could be the issue for person A. And for person B, I strongly feel like person B, their fear is that they're going to miss out on this opportunity with person A. Like, if they don't figure out a way to make this work, they're always going to regret it with the Five of Cups energy. I mean, they're going to regret, because they're never going to have this Two of Cups, this divine connection. And I feel like they're really, really concerned about their regrets. Very, very concerned about them. Now, when we talk about external influences, for person A, they got the Page of Cups. So there's somebody who's looking at person A, hands down. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but this is the external factors, right? There's someone that's going to be coming in for person A that's going to be interested in them, flirting, may ask them out, may send flirtatious text messages. Someone's going to be interested. Someone's going to develop a crush on person A. There's someone in this person's energy that already has their eye on them and is very, very interested in them. I do also want to mention, I know this may seem a little bit random, but I do feel like there could be an age difference here because there's a lot of pages on this side and none on this side. So I don't feel a stark age difference, not for everyone, but there could be an age difference here. Now, let's talk about, for this person, the external influence. I feel like whatever it is that's been burdening this person, that's been keeping them from being able to fully invest in this connection, is finally going to come to a close. There's something going on with this person that's external to this that affects this connection. And that's finally going to culminate and come to completion with the World card. And the World card talks about successful completion, right? One cycle is ended so you can start a new one. And I feel like whatever it is that's been keeping this person tied up is finally going to come to an end. And it feels like it's been a long time coming in a way. Now, let's talk about what's coming up in the near future for these two. And we got the Five of Swords. So there could be some definite mind games that could be played between these two. And I could see how, you know, with this kind of dynamic, how that could come into play. I also feel like these two really need to be careful with the way that they speak to each other. Don't try to win at all costs. Be careful with how you speak, because this can talk about conflict and just verbal conflict and saying things that are very degrading or that just cut deep with this card. I also feel like for both people in this connection, there's going to be a lot of mental conflict that they're going to be going through. I really feel, oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. I really feel like this is confusion, and there's going to be a little bit of a communication barrier that's coming up between these two. And it could be because of this person's situation. I feel like someone's going to pull back a little bit. And it could be to play a little bit of a mind game, but it may feel like a mind game, but I really feel like it's because there's just a little bit of confusion and someone is coming across, potentially this person, as indecisive. They're not making the decision yet. And so because of that, it's going to leave this connection a little bit still in limbo, leaving people still feeling a little bit confused in the near future until all this energy closes out and this cycle completes and, you know, things can be clarified in this connection. So I hope that was helpful and provided a little bit of clarity for you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.